Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you're doing really well. Actually got a really exciting collaboration on today's video. I am working with Luisa Jewellery for this video. They gifted me a few of the beautiful pieces that I'm going to show you. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the brand as I do my makeup today. Thank you so much to Luisa for working with me on this video. I absolutely love their brand and I'm just going to tell you a few things about them and show you a couple of the pieces that I've got today while I do my makeup. I have a discount code for you as well, so that will be linked in the description down below. And yeah, just going to do my makeup. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I want to do something gold because my jewellery slick back hair because I need to wash it. Skin is being a bit bitchy at the moment. Like bad on camera, like all the big spots have kind of gone down now. But yeah, I've got these weird lumps under my skin here, so I don't know what that's about. But so just as I was going to sit down to film this video, a package turned up. So I'm going to use a couple of new products today as well. So a really lovely parcel from Skin Proud. Which I believe is a sister brand to Lottie London, which obviously absolutely adore. So I'm going to use a couple of the products here. So you'll see the packaging is like really similar to Lottie London packaging, just really clean. So this is the Sorbet Skin, which is the Everyday Jelly Moisturiser. And then I'm also going to use this one, which is the Pomegranate Gel Eye Cream. Use those as a base for my makeup today. As this is a jelly moisturiser, normally they do tend to work quite nicely under makeup because obviously you get that kind of like tacky finish, so your makeup should stick quite nicely. I really love how this looks. Ooh, Rona. So I'm going to pop quite a bit of this on. So first impressions, it feels like really lightweight. It would definitely be a really nice like everyday moisturiser. My skin does feel quite like wet. You can see it is quite like a wet moisturiser. Yeah, I like that. Put the eye cream on as well. Ooh. You can see actually the moisturiser on my skin has already started to kind of sink in. So that like initial really wet, shiny look is only like temporary before it sinks in. So I can't really give a full review until I put my makeup over the top of them, but so far, like those. The foundation, I'm going to use a mixture of the Lottie London Velvet Skin Tint and the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I just feel like I need a little bit more coverage today just because, like I said, my skin's being very temperamental. So I'm going to blend my foundation in with the Killer Impression brushes that I spoke about a little while ago. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Luisa, the jewellery brand. So all of their jewellery is sustainable and ethical, which especially now more than ever I feel like is such an important thing as people are moving away from kind of like fast fashion and moving towards the more ethical, sustainable side of things. Of course, something that a lot of brands really do pride themselves on and that I definitely do look for in a brand. The gold and silver that they use in their jewellery is 100% recycled, which I've never heard any jewellery brand do before. I think that's absolutely amazing. I think when people talk about ethical and sustainable brands, I think people always think they're going to be like crazy expensive. Pieces ranging from about £40 onwards to much higher end pieces, so there is like something for absolutely everybody. Whether you are into your more high end jewellery or you like to have like slightly cheaper pieces that you can kind of change in and out of. Actually something to suit like everybody's style and kind of price point. Okay, so then to conceal underneath my eyes, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter. This is in the colour 210. I do feel like at the moment there's such a big conversation going on around like sustainability and the ethics behind brands, which I think is really good, and it's obviously long overdue. Now I'm going to go on to contouring. I'm going to go for more of just like a bronzy, effortless kind of contour today. So I'm going to use the... So many people told me how to say this word in the comments of my last video, but I'm really sorry, I can't remember. So it's just that really big word, gel bronzer. Imagine being able to speak. Literally love this gel bronzer. It's like probably one of my favourite products that I've found recently. It just gives like such an easy, natural like bronze. So now I feel like I'm at the point where I don't look like a complete egg. I'm going to show you close up a couple of the pieces of jewellery that I've got today. A little bit. Oh, ow. Don't get old, kids. Zoom in so you can see it a little bit better. So I've just got this amazing gold flat curb chain. This is like really sturdy. See, like the quality of this chain for the price point is amazing. So all the Luisa jewellery is made in the same jewellers as the Tiffany and Louis Vuitton jewellery, so obviously you're getting like amazing quality for a much lower price. All of their jewellery also comes with a 1-year warranty, which is amazing. So if you do have any problems with the quality, you've got 1 year. But honestly, like, they're so sturdy. Amazing. I absolutely love this chain. And I really like how this sits. This is obviously a slightly smaller one of longer chain, so it's really hard sometimes to find one that kind of sits like perfectly above your collarbones. So yeah, I feel I'm going to get a lot of wear out of this one. Then zoom in to my little ears. And the next piece that I want to show you, really hope you can see this, little starburst gold hoops. They're like the cutest thing ever. Having like different textures and then having like some bits hanging and some just plain hoops. I love how they look together. But yeah, these are so sweet. I don't know how well you can see, but in the centre there's like a little coloured stone. Don't understand why, but I find it so much easier to film this ear than the other one. Yeah, hopefully you can see them a little bit better there. But yeah, they are so cute. I love them so much. Again, like, the quality of the earrings feels really good. The charms are like really, really strong. And the link between the charm and the hoop is like a thick gold band. Sometimes they're like really flimsy and they can kind of come off. But yeah, I love these. They're so, so pretty. I spoke about the nude sticks all over face colour a little while ago. And since then I have bought another colour. So this is the Bondi Bay one. It's like, oh, that's the brush. What has happened there? I can't even explain. What is that? If I like put the lid on it with it screwed up. Wow. This is obviously like a more of a bronzy contour sort of shade, but I really like the mixture of that and the in the nude one that I had before. So yeah, I'm going to use a mixture of those for my cheeks today. If you are like me and you like to do a kind of higher up contour, this works really nicely because it's actually not that far from like a more bronzy shade. And kind of works really well with these is to actually use your sponge and just kind of pat it on the edge. That way you're not getting too much product. I do tend to find with kind of any sort of stick product, if you just draw straight onto the skin, it kind of always takes your makeup off underneath, no matter how careful you are. It's just started raining and it's gone like really, really dark, so if the light's really weird, I apologise. It's out of my hands. Is that slightly better? That's maybe slightly better, I don't know. Bloody England. And then I'm just going to lightly contour down the sides of my nose with this as well. And then I'm just going to do the same thing with the pinkier shade one and just pat it a little bit lower. Like, the combination of that Bondi Bay one and this is just so beautiful. I've got this really long eyebrow hair. It's going completely the wrong way. I need to cut that. It's better. So that is like the easiest editorial glowy skin ever, and then of course from here you can kind of add whatever you want. At this point I'd go in and do my freckles, but I think I'm going to do more kind of like focused beauty marks today. Don't know why, just feeling fancy. I can use Freck for that, but I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Brown felt tip liner just because it's a little bit darker. So I just kind of go over the ones that I already have and just kind of define them. Leave it at those two today just to make it a little bit more like a polished skin. And of course I do my freckles all the time, so it's kind of nice to show you some other options for skin. I'm just going to do my eyebrows. I barely even do my brows anymore. I remember I used to do like so many things to them, and now I'm just like, nah. So I just use my soap brows and a little spoolie and just brush them up into place. I just use any sort of brow mascara. This is the Max Factor Brow Reviver one. This is quite an old one, but just anything to kind of put some colour through. Quite often I will actually just use like a dried out mascara or something. It works like pretty much just as well. Want to, obviously this is optional. I sometimes go in and I kind of draw like hairs up here to create just a little bit more of an arch, because you can see the difference already just from doing that, how much that's like lifted my eye up. Of course some people like a straighter brow or whatever, but that's just like a really, really easy tip to kind of lift your face up a little bit. I'm going to do something gold because I want to match my lovely jewellery and stuff, and you know, it looks nice with slick back hair. Basically going to base this look around the gold Lush pigment. This is the colour Venus. It's so easy to use and they do loads of different colours. You can literally just put them on with your finger for like a really editorial look. I think I'm going to go for that kind of vibe, but I'm going to kind of frame my eyes first. No one cares. Whoa! Eyeballs. Ow. 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 Why do clips hurt so much? Okay, welcome. The thing I'm going to do is take the Savoury colour out of the Urban Bible palette. I'm just going to lightly buff that into the crease. I'm going to, wow, imagine being able to make decisions. I'm going to kind of go in here, please just know what I mean, a little bit darker to make a kind of really grungy vibe. I'm going to go kind of up into the eyebrow. This could be the regret of my life, but here we go. Okay, so now I'm just taking like a slightly deeper brown mixed with the first colour we used, and I'm literally just putting it in that inner crease just to create like that really grungy inner corner. I'm so sorry, I don't actually know why I do this because I can't explain for absolute shit, but I'm just going to take the Lush pigment and I'm going to take a Zoeva 237 detail brush. Looks like we're doing a cut crease then. Can't believe some people have some sort of communication between like their brain and their hands. Mine's just kind of not quite like calibrated. Towards the outer corner I'm just going to kind of pat it so it's a little bit softer. Okay, I was going to kind of grunge it up and maybe darken like the lower lash line and stuff, but now looking at it I actually really like it. See, I love like proper disco simple makeup, so to be honest I think I'm actually just going to do my lashes and be thin. And for my lashes I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is kind of like my go-to at the moment, and I've only really been putting mascara on my outer lashes just to obviously give a little bit more like a cat eye look. Okay, so now it's kind of turned into like a disco makeup sort of thing. I'm going to put a little bit of the Stila Magnificent Metals. This is the colour Gold Goddess, and I'm just going to pat a little bit of that over the top. This is obviously more of like an actual glitter. The other one is just more of a pigment, so you can see you're just going to pick up a lot more of reflex of that. Okay, so I actually think that's it for the eyes. It's nice to kind of just keep it like really simple and really focus on like the gold. So for lips today, I think I'm going to go for kind of like a peachy matte sort of colour just to kind of keep all the focus on the eyes. So for lip liner, this is also a new brand. That's the Il Makiage Waterproof Lip Liner in the shade Coffee. So the packaging is really sleek of this brand. It's like really nice, so it also looks amazing as well. So I'm just going to line my lips with that. I really like that colour. It's like a slightly peachier version of MAC Strip Down, which is obviously one of my favourites. And for the actual lip colour, I think I'm going to use the Nude Sticks in the nude colour again. When I used this before, I actually really liked it. It really surprised me. But yeah, I think to kind of stick with the kind of peachy sort of 70s look, my finger and... So these do dry down quite matte anyway, but if you wanted to, you could just put like a loose powder on the top to make it really matte. It's kind of turned into like a sort of 70s golden sort of makeup, which I absolutely love. Wasn't intentional, but I'm happy we're here now. So I set my skin with the Il Makiage Hydrating Setting Spray. Oh, it's fierce. Bloody hell. So to finish the look off, I'm just going to slick my hair back. Use any hair gel. This is just like a little VO5 one. And I start by just brushing my hair back. I literally just take quite a lot of the gel. This is quite a sticky one. And just start on the sides. So like the top. So I do tend to kind of slick back these side top bits first because they're obviously what's going to keep it in place. See, I'm just doing this to kind of just sit in my house. But if I'm going out, I'll get these bits and then I kind of put a grip under here. So as long as the sides stay tight like this, the top will stay in place. So the top bit, obviously just use the gel on the top. And then when you get to kind of like the back of your head, I just kind of hold it down for like maybe a minute and it will just kind of stick. So then if you do want to do like the full wet look hair, you can either put like gel through the ends of your hair, like a mousse that will make it look wet and kind of stick together. Quite often I like to kind of just leave the back and just have the top slick, and then the bottom just kind of falls like straight at the back. Really simple to do. It is definitely one of my favourite looks ever. It just makes you feel like really important, and it makes you look important. So that is the close-up of the finished makeup look. Very simple, kind of ended up being quite like a 70s disco makeup again, which I feel like I just unintentionally end up doing all the time, but you know, not mad. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this, and thank you for being here. As always, everything that I've used and the jewellery that I spoke about will be linked in the description down below, as well as the discount code and Anna Luisa's website. A massive thank you to Anna Luisa for working with me on today's video. I absolutely love the pieces, and I'm really proud to promote brands that have such good ethics behind them. Have a lovely rest of the week, and I will see you all very soon. Love you.